I seen your little thing. I'm trying to get onto the computer there. Are you there still, Rob? If you are here, welcome to the channel. Happy Tuesday. How's things going with you all? I hope you are all very well. There's only 3 of us on so far. And oh look, there's a wee tab comes up. Watch now live. Big Alan. Recession. Is it here? Hi Gary, how are you, sir? How's things going on? So, Robbie, you started the conversation. I hope you're here. Talk to me. What do you think? What do you think about recession? Do you think it's already here? I have my thoughts, and I will tell you once I hear your opinions. Or should I just go ahead and tell my opinion? Okay. Hello, Cameron. You should be in bed. You should go into your bed soon, young man. Right. Okay. Thank you, big fella. Never been so dark. Absolutely, Dean. I'll keep you. Hi, you see. How are you doing, buddy? Dean, I'll keep that one conversation going because I do believe you're absolutely right. Les, how are you, my love? Kevin, Florida. Oh my goodness, we were talking about recession. Florida is going to be the first that's going to be affected, I believe. I think you guys are already feeling the crunch. Well, Gary, how are you, sir? Welcome to the channel. How are you all? Yeah, Dean, you're absolutely right, and we'll talk about that. We will talk about that. So, I said that I would start the conversation today about recession. Are we in it? And what are the effects of it? Now, I have been living a nightmare or a dream that I've relived back in 2005. This is exactly the same thing. Let me get my glasses off. This is exactly the same thing that happened over 2005, where I owned a retail business, and the retail business itself started going downhill, and I started seeing little things like little nips in the performances of my sales. Now, at the time I had money, and what I done was I continually invested and reinvested thinking it's going to blow out, it's going to blow over, it's going to blow over. And it didn't. It didn't blow over whatsoever. It ended up that I lost all the money that I earned over the last 10 years, and I put it back into staff wages, leases, rents, taxation, costs that were just phenomenal, VAT. And it ended up, I lost most of the money that I earned for the first 10 years of my business career. And it's happening again. It's a Groundhog Day. This is, and we are going into a recession. See, I have a funny feeling it's not just eBay. I thought it was initially, but I feel that the eBayers have a marketplace of a certain age and a certain level of character. And they are the ones that are being affected first. And this is why eBay is feeling the pinch more. It's a bit like a store that's middle class. And I feel that eBay is a middle class store. Middle class of well-to-do, quite respectful people of a certain age. They're selling on eBay. Hello, Roeem. How are you? Welcome. You're just a subscriber now, so bleh. But yeah, good to see you, Roeem. So I do believe that the recession is biting now. Any of you guys want an opinion? I want to hear it. Now, I want to hear from people who know or have seen it before. Are they feeling the same thing? If you look at everything that's going on at the minute, the prices of houses are continually going up. Everyone's in denial. The retail index or the retail sales have slumped massively in America at the minute. If you have a look at the States, currently there's a massive retail depression going on right now in America. It's been reported. Now, why? Why is that? Is it Trump? I don't think it is. I think this is something that's being planted on. Tariffs may have an effect on the recession, but I understand that retail sales are down. We are affected by it. I have seen a lost 30%. We're trying everything to get it back up to £1 million turnover within the company, and it's just impossible. We're finding it. I say it's just impossible. You keep going, as I said in that video I did yesterday. Strength, just keep it running. I know what it's terrible, but keep it going. So yeah, Les, you have seen it before, and we'll talk about. And that's a very good point as well. Some really good points being made here. And I'm going to talk about them. I'll go down and I'll speak about the first people that made the point. So I'm trying to open up a discussion here, and you guys just chip in where you find that I'm either wrong and you disagree, or you agree with me, and these are the reasons why you agree. But I feel that this debate could be something that we're going to be having quite a lot in the next year. I feel it in my bones. I've been this person before, and the first time caused unknown levels of stress for both the staff and myself and my family, and it's not easy. Austerity brought in by Cameron, yeah. I don't believe that we're going to be able to recover from this. Hi, good life, how are you? So, Robbie, I'll mention that as well. Les, I'd like to hear more from you, my love, about what you say. Of course, you see Vintage, you've got a lot to say about that with eBay. So we'll start talking about Dean. Dean's made a very good point. He's seen it as well, and I agree with him. I have not seen it as bad. I've seen some of my channels going down to sales of 0. And it's never happened any of the time that I've been doing this. And we've had to do alternatives like I did to try and make up, but it ain't enough. It isn't enough at the minute. We're now challenging ourselves to go into the likes of jewelry and start selling jewelry in order to make a bit more of an income. I've even transferred a member of staff away from the Battery Shop Limited over to Castle Media because we needed someone to give me a hand with the camera work. And I felt that rather than employing someone like Ruim, who's in the room, welcome Ruim, rather than employing another member of staff, I have decided that I'm just going to batten down my hatches and call all the money in for myself. So why should I bother getting extra members of staff in? The answer is simply because there's not enough income to currently pay for it. We're just about to hit a 15% employer burden, 15% more than we were paying this month to the government and to staff. Minimum wage of minimum about 10%. So that's going to put a major pressure on people if they're earning 30,000 quid. That's an extra 3 grand on top. Plus, you're having to then put another 5% on top of the 10% you're paying in employer tax. This is a phenomenal cost to employers. Where's this money coming from? Well, it's coming from you and me. We have to then go down the shops and we have to pay the approximate value of the wages and the inflationary costs of paying more people more wages, including more tax, and we are going to pay that in the shops. And that is going to have a massive burden. If you look at the amount of money that we paid last year, the 10% pay rise, that killed a lot of people. That actually really murdered a lot of people economically. And we have no idea the effect of a 15% pay income rise here now. I mean, we're putting the prices up of 18-year-olds. Well, 18-year-olds do deserve to be on the same wage as a 34-year-old who has a mortgage and kids. They do, because they're going to be the ones that are going to be spending the money. However, this is foolish. There's a lot of foolishness going on when it comes to people's labor at the minute. And this is not good. This is not good for it. We're getting house purchases. People are still going crazy. Now, what am I going to do about this? This is what I'm thinking. This is what you guys have to add to this value. I've currently got approximately, maybe more now, 3.7 to 4 million pounds of assets. These are property assets. And I'm considering just getting up and flogging the lot. and then becoming non-domicile. Now, why is this? Because I have a funny feeling that if it continues as is, it's going to be like the same time, they're all going to take my money off me. Because I feel that the last time it could have been avoided by me just being a hard ass and saying, no, you're all sacked. I'm not paying any more rent, any more rates. I'm not keeping the economy going because it doesn't bloody work. I'm much smaller than the economy requirements. And I'm not going to stand there this time and fork out millions of pounds to sustain people's jobs. I'm just not going to do it this time. I'm going to look after number one, and that's me. I'm not going to build this and then have it lost with the last recession. And it's quite ironic that I ended up going and getting a bit more money in, and suddenly the last recession, this recession, I believe it's coming, and I know I just feel it in my bones, in my mouth. I sense it, and I don't want to be a doom monger. I don't want to be a scaremonger. But if I would give you what my advice, first-hand advice from first-hand experience, is batten down the hatches. Don't invest anything this year. That's it. Don't put any money in where it's unsecure. And that includes assets. That includes properties, is the way I see it. So, Dean, it's been really, really bad. Okay, so UC Vintage. What's your score been with it? And Kevin Horford from Florida. Now, you, my friend, I've just read an article about Florida's retail sales dipping 30%. That comes very much in tandem with me on eBay and Amazon. So I'm wondering, are our markets closer than we think when it comes to retail? So yeah, it's been the biggest slump for a couple of years. I agree, mate. I agree. So UC Vintage, the issue with eBay, they have never been in this position before. And then I mean there are now several other global platforms taking a piece of eBay. Now, yes, but I have a funny feeling that pie's got a lot smaller. So there's a lot more people, a lot more platforms scrambling over the same customers that are currently buying. And I believe that we're still down 30% from November. It happened to me and I started feeling the pinch in November and it has not recovered. So if sales are affecting you right now, don't invest. Hold on, pump it out, keep it tight, keep it low. And the ones that are going to be the ones that come after you when it gets low is the inland revenue, the HMRC, the government. They will come still collect their piece of cake. So my advice is, and I'm giving you this advice because I feel it, it's just tight. Cool your boots when it comes to investment. And that's what I'm going to do. So we got Raheem, I hope you're still with me. Raheem, if anyone knows Raheem, he has now left us and he's went on to a terrible job and he's no longer working for the team. And, he'll miss it. He will. So, and Les, yes. So Les has said this. I've seen it before. And the difference this time, we are in a very we must adapt or die. Now, Leslie, there you are. Absolutely spot on. As far as I'm concerned, we got to adapt. Now, I'm telling you guys, my 34 years today, or this month, 34 years of doing business, I've seen this. And it's all in denial when you get estate agents going, oh, bye. And you've got retail is always the first. Retail is always the first. And because I believe that the town centre is dead, the new retail is us on eBay. That's it. eBay, Amazon, and the other ones. Now, as far as I can see it, Vinted, Etsy, Depop are all economy selling. People grabbing a bargain. So I don't feel that they're going to be affected just as badly as eBay are. It's the dynamics and the demographics of the customer. So ultimately, we got to look at that scenario and take that into account. eBay's being hit because of its customer database and its money. And its middle class, I believe, are being affected right now, immediately. It always seems to be, when it comes to recession, middle class gets hit first. And then the working class. And then the wealth. But by the time the wealth gets hit, the recession's over. So, Robbie, you've said 2 billion in heating allowances, now 6 million in benefits. That's spending money for people. Yeah, but you've got a lot of other things happening right now, Robbie. I'm sure you understand that yourself. Um, I mean, they're taxing the hell out of pensioners. They're killing them, and they're pulling the plug. They're not buying because they can't afford it. I've seen people, pensioners, being taxed 30 up to 30%. Why? Because they're taking a second job. It's just a con. It's a con, and I don't know what's going on. Now we've got the April. There's so much happening in April. We got the new HMRC system for GB to Northern Ireland. We've got HMRC coming in, and they're slapping a 10% or 5% tariff on top of the 10% tariff with employers. We've got another HMRC, and if anyone's from another country, HMRC is similar to the tax. It's a tax division of the United Kingdom. HMRC are looking to not HMRC, road tax. So they're looking to claw more tax. So if you own a car, even if you've got an electric car, you're now having to pay a phenomenal amounts of money in road tax. You got a Range Rover, road tax. It's going to be double, triple. You got a nice car like a Bentley or a beautiful M5. You're going to be taxed the shit clean out of you. You're going to end up having to store in your vehicle, put it in the garage, lock the key, and throw the key away, because ultimately HMRC, the government, they want all of the middle class money right now. And that's why I believe that eBay in the UK, and because of the demographics, they've gone to shit. You kill the middle, because remember, the pot of money, we've got a massive pot of money. If you've got a pot of money, and it's got, say for example, £10 billion of pot of money. Now look at the government. Are they wealthy? No, they're bankrupt. Look at the working class. Are they wealthy? No, they're living from job to job, week to week. The working class and the lower class, they have no money. There is no money in them three people. The middle class and the upper class, or the super rich, are the only ones that have money left. And currently, the only two people that are being affected is the middle class. That leaves the wealth. We are already been drained. There is no money left in the pot. And that, to me, is the reason why we are already in recession. I'm feeling the pinch. As a wealthy individual, I'm feeling the pinch. I see it. And I'm going, I wonder what I'm going to do here. Well, I can save 30 grand on this, and I can save 20 grand on that, and I can stop the subscriptions with that. Crikey, I might even stop airport lounges. I'm cutting down. And there are people like me who are telling me, Al, why are you not going off to, Mauritius? Go non-tax-free. Sell the whole lot and piss off. And just wait for it all to fall out. And then come back with 5, 6, 7 million quid while everyone else has fought the war, and spend it again on properties. And it's a very, very valuable idea. So, Dean, you do 55 hours. I do believe at 55 years old, I assume, this would be the biggest wipe the majority feel. I agree. Yes, and 6 billion with Robbie, I get you, mate. Austerity brought in by Cameron was a big start, absolutely. Welcome, good life again. Cost of energy, war in Ukraine, tariff stagnation, growth across the UK. Ninja Jam, you're absolutely right, sir. The cost of energy is bloody ridiculous, and it continues to go way above inflation. You've got the government's constantly putting prices up way above inflation, and they expect people like you and me who are selling, trying to earn a buck, to put something up 50p, which is bloody ridiculous. Robbie, it's your fourth recession. It's my third. So you're not far behind me, mate, or I'm not far behind you. The difference is you are older, wiser, and more experienced this time, so able to adapt. I agree. But it's not to the cost of other people. You talk about the money going out. There was over 1,000 millionaires and a few hundred billionaires, I believe, have left the United Kingdom last year. How many more are going to leave this year? I mean, I'm even thinking about it, for crying out loud. I've never thought about leaving the UK, but I'm thinking about leaving the UK. So you tell me. It's coming across favorable. One of my tenants is leaving for Bulgaria. I was going, ooh, Bulgaria. What's that like? So, Dean, you've got one channel, and it was 3K a week down to 100. Oh, my God. 3K a week down to 150. That is crazy, mate. I'm so sorry to hear that. What are we doing about it? What, Dean, I hope it's not your only, I hope you got a job, mate. I hope you got a job. Bob, you have two questions. Why do you think the Irish economy is so much better than the UK? And how do you think the devolved government in Westminster could make Northern Ireland economy better than the Republic of Ireland? Well, great question. And there's a lot of people in this room that will be able to give an answer just as good as I am. So I'll have my bit and there'll be people who will chip in. Okay, so the Republic of Ireland have better policy, I believe. They've got a better way of working their economy. They are flawed, and they are slightly woke, and they're doing some things that are not good for the economy of Ireland. However, they are much stronger. Their GDP is much greater than us. We have continually declined. It's not the UK hasn't died, or even Northern Ireland. If you think about the UK and GB in Northern Ireland, GB are at this height, and Northern Ireland always trails behind because of its Northern Ireland culture. We have this culture of don't share, don't mouth, don't say who you are, don't offer business, keep yourself to yourself, shh, don't tell them your wealth. And ultimately, there is this entrenched behavior of Northern Irish men attitude bullshit. And that really has an effect on how people do business. We're frightened of saying how wealthy I'm not. I don't give a shit. But there's a lot of people do. And this is an issue with it. So, as far as I can see it, Northern Ireland will always be prejudiced by Westminster. They won't give a shit clean about us. And Stormont continually fighting battle as they do. And they talk nonsense about, the green and the orange, and you got a bit of neutral and wokery in the middle now. There is no real life politics in Northern Ireland. Therefore, we can't have stability. Therefore, we don't get investment. If you look at Ireland, Ireland's had a lot of investment from people like Amazon, from eBay, from just big companies and they're all tax free. They basically introduced all these people in, made a massive job economy, and it's basically boomed since, and it's not gone down since, and that's great. That's great. The Irish Celtic Tiger still lives on, I think. Maybe a little junior one, but still lives on. So 420 in Belfast. Welcome to the channel. I was going well before Christmas. Sales went to shite, and from the start of February, it's been the busiest ever. What? Oh my goodness, 420 in Belfast. You're beating me, my man. Well done, you. I need you to tell me what you're up to, because I'm not getting it. And no matter what we try, we are not beating the system. Bravo, mate. Bravo. Tell me how you're getting on. I'm going to go down to you. I want to see what you've got to say for yourself, please. That is really good. Ireland should be Ireland should be paying 22 billion towards defence, but relies on the UK and the EU to pay the bill. There's a lot of people in the in the European Union don't pay towards defence. I mean, look at the UK defence, Robbie. It is shite. I was talking to a PTI of a sergeant in the army, and he said that the army nowadays, the new soldiers are coming on board, need mental safe rooms. If they're feeling a bit down, they want to go away out of the way, they can go to these mental safe rooms out of parade, and they have to let them go. We have no army either. Craig, how are you? Oh man, oh yeah, where's my money? How's you doing, brother? I'm good, Craig. I'm Craig. TST Trade, welcome. eBay has priced himself out of the market with fees. It's twice as expensive to buy on eBay now with the PPC and fees. You're absolutely right. The way eBay has gone, they've gone down this fast road of continually pushing fees and punishment fees, and they've sat on this nest, and they've not gone off the perch. They've not changed. They've not delivered. And I feel like they're going to be very much like I can't even give an example. Basically, old versus new. They're good. They're not changing quick enough. And Vinted are the ones that are coming in. Les says it's also payback time for the biggest handouts in history. The lockdown payouts. Absolutely, Leslie. You see, again, the money drained. If the government put £1 trillion into COVID, where is that £1 trillion? If a US government paid $1 trillion or $2 trillion into COVID, where did that money go? Money just doesn't disappear. It doesn't fly away because it wasn't distributed to the poor. It wasn't distributed to the working class. And I can tell you now, I've not made one penny on COVID, and I'm middle class. So ultimately, where's that money gone to? It's not gone to the government. That's right. It's gone to the super rich, and they ain't paying shit. Mr. Warren Buffett pulled the plug on all his stocks last year. Trillions, I've been told. Well, maybe hundreds of billions, but trillions, I would say. And that is where it's going. No rich person is spending. You talk about trickle-down effect, it's a load of nonsense, a load of shite. And the economy is dying because we, middle class, we, working class, are still buying houses way above their value. And I myself have been lucky to buy them before that happened. But seeing a price of a house go up 20 grand in a year, from 120 to 140 in 1 year, is ridiculous. But you're still buying houses, guys. You're still seeing it. Here we go. So Wayne, welcome to the house. Cost to build houses are pushing prices up. You're absolutely right. There's me on it. You still can buy cheaper than cost to build. Absolutely. Housing shortages in Northern Ireland water stop new developments will keep the process up. You're absolutely right. Wayne, you got it in one, sir. I mean, you talk about the planning, you talk about the way they're just not. I mean, it's really, really hard to get planning permission to even refurbish a property now, never mind get one for a new build. No, the good news is, there's a greed as well in the trade as well, Wayne. I don't know if you agree with me or not. I believe that builders, plumbers, electricians, they're asking too much now. They're getting fecking ridiculous, where they're looking for wages of approximately 50 to 60 grand take home. That's not gross pay, it's take home. And working between 25 to 50 pounds an hour. I heard of a joiner wanting 55 quid an hour to come and do a fence. It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm good, Cameron. I'm good. Fraud bay buyers are winning the items. When you get the final bill, they won't pay. Fraud bay. I don't know what that means, Robbie. Fraud bay buyers are winning the items. What's fraud bay? Liquidate Big Al. I speak Charlie Mullins most day. Pimlico Plumbers. And he has said, you see, I think he was one of the first ones, wasn't he, Robbie? Wasn't he one of the first ones to go last year, or in March of last year? He says, this is going to happen. What a wise man. Yeah, he's got a face on him like a busted trampoline, but, he's good. Oh, Special Ops. Hello, TTG Special Ops. How are you? Busy Slim. Hi, Al. That looks very important. Are you very important, Busy Slim? But hello, welcome to the channel, sir. Or madam. Or whatever. So, 410 in Belfast after Christmas. A lot of people are not spending as much with buying. So, Gary's talking about Christmas. That normal and good lot of people get paid fortnightly. Yeah, but I'm seeing that people are not actually buying anymore. I've noticed that the cost of sales are going down. People are buying cheaper stuff, and they're not buying the more expensive stuff. I'm seeing that. So I'm not sure what is going to happen with this month. I'm hoping there's going to be a sales improvement this month, but let's see how it gets on. Al, what's your thoughts on gold and silver? I would highly advise you to buy gold and silver right now. It's recession proof. And if you've got money at all, buy a bit of gold. It would come in handy. If there is a war, gold and silver is your get out. It is absolutely, and Robbie's agreed with me on that one. He is absolutely spot on. It's a winner. Even buy yourself a few coins if you can. I think you can get, coins are really expensive too now. But silver is also is a great, gold and silver, they all seem to do very well. Is Lexi in? I didn't see Lexi, but hello, Lexi. If you are in, how are you, my love? Dean, Robbie, gold and silver all day long. He's absolutely right. What's that Vinted do with their fees in the next year or two? The platform is only cheap to sell for. Yeah, no, Les, you're absolutely right. I don't believe that it's going to stay that way. I hope that eBay come back with a Vinted operation and they'll save themselves. So far, they're dragging their heels. They're not doing a good job. They're continually producing more and more bureaucracy under their sellers. They're constantly getting down on the Veros. So eBay are really not, they're not kicking ass at the minute. And Amazon are not doing so good themselves. We're actually moving away from OnBuy. We've closed down 2 eBay channels. We're going to close down a 3rd Amazon channel, and we're going down to 2 Amazon channels. So Cheds, been and go for 10 years. My time is now. Well done, Cheds. I hope you've got a lot of gold. Do you want to sell some to me? Maybe you'll buy, or I'll buy some of you later on when you're looking to get some money into your skyrocket. So, Good Life Upgrade, welcome again. Go with your gut, not your heart. Anything don't feel right, get the hell out. I agree, and I'm going to do it. I am going to get out. One way or another, odds are, I'm at the stage of my life anyway, that I'm going to probably leave and invest some of my money into another property in another country. Spread the assets a little bit more to a place where I can go and enjoy the summer over the winter when it's cold in this whole of a country. So never trust the system. Yeah, I talk about trust here. You talk about the government. I have seen a massive, massive, massive level of exercise being made by the UK government at the minute. I'm seeing the UK government get up of their ass. It's like, oh, we're going to have to make our jobs work just in case there's a new Doge for the UK. I've never seen so many UK government representatives coming and knocking on our doors. There's so many letters coming in from the UK government. You're going, what the hell is happening here? Suddenly they're all going to work. So I don't know what's causing that, but I think Keir Starmer's doing a bit of a doji thing. Then maybe they've got Elon Musk working in the UK as well. But that actually is a bit of a shock to an entrepreneur. When you got government reps coming and knocking your door saying, oh, this is not right, and that's not right, and we're going to fine you for that, you're going, well, where were you fucking 10 years ago? You know, you were sitting in the house getting paid. And of course, they're closing down the NHS for the UK, or for England, first of all. That's going to be the test bed, isn't it? We're going to have NHS wiped. And then NHS Ireland, Northern Ireland, NHS Scotland, and NHS West Wales, boom, gone. Private healthcare, here we come. Here we come. So, Gary, I mainly sell stuff equipment to businesses who need stuff ASAP. Replacement spares. Around the time of GPSR, kicked in my sales, went to rubbish. You're the same as me, 420. I'm glad you got that sorted, but I assume that you put everything in GPSR on. Chad said silver's also a good buy. I agree. I've got a big, should I say this? I've got a big box full of silver. Very little gold, but loads of silver. Retail High Street is buried. Over now and online will be next. I agree, Dean. I was going to try and go with this idea of now, I will tell you, can we share it today? Yes, I'll share it today. Do you remember yet last week I was telling you about, we'll make a cut here on this conversation. I'll let you into the secret. I told you that I was going to start up with zero and I was going to do something and I was going to go and get 50 quid and I could start a business at 10,000 10,000 or get 10 grand out of it. And I'm going to go from 0 to 500 in one day. And that means none of my money, not my cars, not my tools, not my everything, my hands and a pair of gloves. I'm going to buy that as well. And I'm going to get 500 quid in one day. And I'm going to invest it into the following. It's going to be a new series. And here it is. Are you ready? So we're still doing the commerce thing of the Lurgan Town, the Lisburn Town, Newton Ards, Newton Abbey, Bangor, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to do a commerce video. I'm going to go to the UK. I'm going to start doing it there as well. But I'm doing another one. It's going to be a 10-part series, docu-series on YouTube. And I'm going to buy a car. And I'm going to buy a car and I'm going to take it apart. I'm going to buy tools. I've got my own tools already, but I'm going to go buy tools. And I'm going to go, my first episode is me getting 500 quid within 24 hours. How am I going to do that? Well, watch for the video. 0 to 500 in 24 hours. 500 to 10,000 in 30 days. And that's the video I'm going to do. And it's going to be a 10-part documentary or a 10-part docu-series or whatever you want to call it, where I infotain you all and I talk a load of shite while I'm doing something serious. And it's going to be me buying a scrap car, taking it apart, bagging it up and selling it on Marketplace or eBay or otherwise. So I'm going to get every single little thing out of that car, minus the engine and the heavy parts, get that put away and sell it for scrap. And I'm going to make money out of that car because any entrepreneur can make money. People reckon that I've somehow been gifted it, silver spoon in my mouth. I haven't. I have never been gifted this money. So what I'm going to tell you is how to make money, £500 in 24 hours, one day. And the next 29 days is going to try and make 10 grand. That's the goal. And I bet you I can do it. And I'm doing it on my own, no staff. The only thing we're going to do is have documents. So we're going to have staff watch me as I do this. This is going to be a great thing. You guys are going to see this firsthand. It's going to cost me a lot of hardship. I'm going to be hard. My hands are going to be sore. I'm not going to be able to live in comfortable surroundings. The idea is to have nothing, is to be poor, is to be nothing. No Range Rover, no millionaire cards, nothing. It's all gone. The only thing I do is make sure that I get fed because I'm diabetic. I need to get fed anyway. So, and that's all I'm going to do. And I'm going to try and make sure that I can make money on this. And I'll tell you, I'm not going to show you the first series. It's going to be a great series. Put it like this. It's going to involve me going with a plaque, if I have to, around towns saying, I'm a businessman with 34 years of experience. Will you invest in a business that I've got? I'll have the YouTube camera and the sound microphone going with me. So people will realize that it's a test. It's an event. And I want money of you. You sign this sponsorship. You give me the money there and then. And I promise to give you 100% back. If you give me a tenner, I'll give you £20 back in return within a certain period of time. I have to work at that certain period. I know what car I'm going to be getting, but I'll let you guys watch the series. So that was the thing that I've done, and we're a week later, and it's going to happen. So I'm really, really pleased with it. So back to the recession, guys. We're going to talk about the recession again. So watch out for that program. It may start in the next few days. So, Dean, retail high street is buried. Yes. I believe that still, Dean, that the idea of recession, you can make a retail environment recession proof. You just have to get more done now. We have to start amalgamating every online profile, eBay, Amazon, Facebook, whatnot, all the onlines with a retail and a possible wholesale. Call it a hybrid retail business. That hybrid retail is our future when it comes to retail. And I can mentor people to do this. This is something I've done before, not to the scale that I can do it now, but I believe that anyone can start a retail business, open up a shop, and afford to pay their rent. Now, I would say you negotiate your rent because I've seen so many people go into high rate places and get killed. There's your stop for straight away. You got to be absolutely ballsy to go to the estate agent and say, look, it's not going to be ready for another 2 years. You're looking 24 grand for it. I'll give you 12. That's it. That's the way it is. You want 12 grand or not? There's your offer. I'm a good cert. That's the way it's going to be. Anyway, so could be Poundland looking at what? You see, could be even Poundland are looking at, well, you see, Poundland to me, they sell limited stock and they're no longer a pound, are they? They've become a Woolworths, a Wellworths. A Woolworths, isn't it? Robbie, you're a pensioner, but you have a good accountant. Yeah, but if you've got pension coming in, surely you're paying tax at source or not. I don't know. Sheds controlled demolition for the reset. Oh, absolutely. The Great Reset. What do they say? You will own nothing and you will be happy. Or he said it was like, oh, you will own nothing and you will be happy. That was your boy, Carl Scheitzer. I think Paul Robinson, welcome to the channel. I know a couple of Paul Robinsons. I hope it's not a Paul Robinson from Coleraine, because he's a horrible man. So if you're the horrible man, you're not staying on my channel. I hope you're not. We have administrators here. So if you're that horrible man, I apologize for blaming you for being a horrible man, but I hope you're a Paul Robinson from Lurgan, because there's a Paul Robinson I know from Lurgan I haven't seen for years. Was a great man. I love the guy. So we are entering the perfect storm, the accumulation of higher cost of higher utilities, increased taxation, and people have less disposable income to buy the goods and services. I am feeling this as well, guys. I only have so much that I put aside for groceries. We only spend so much for fuel. That keeps on going up. I'm going, instead of needing £140 a week to pay for this, this, and this. We need 200. And that's not good, guys. This is not good. Good night, Cameron. See you later, mate. 420. Seen another YouTube video earlier. It's not a recession. It's a collapse. You see, they rename it whatever they want to bloody rename it. And this is where the last time this happened, what do they call it, oldies? They called it a credit crunch. This time, it's a collapse. I don't give a shit. It's pre-recession. We are going right now into recession. I can see it, feel it in my bones, and I don't care what you call it. We're going in that way. This double dip or triple dip or whatever it is we've got through, or it's a brand new recession, and it's going to be hard. This one's going to be a hard one. I know Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett has been through 5 recessions. 6, I think, actually. Rioters in London are throwing empty bottles. They can't afford the petrol. Yeah, the rioters are out. Throw bottles of water. Oh, no, water's expensive too. But yeah, absolutely. Good night, Cameron. See you later, buddy. Our society can only function when we have a strong, our society can only function when we have a strong, financially secure middle class. When the government hits the middle class, it will kill the economy. There it is, guy. All around the world, we have seen a major collapse in middle class affordability. All around the world, America is currently feeling the pinch. Is it Trump? I'm not convinced. It's just bad luck for Trump. He's trying very hard to push this. And, you know, I don't know. Maybe I like Trump a lot. I like his comedy. Anyway, so there it is. Tax the rich. See, Story Lab, you're absolutely right. Tax the rich. Absolutely. But where do you tax the rich? Answer on the postcard, because I want to know. I myself, I don't know if I'm referred to as rich. I think I'm still middle class, even though, you know, I am a millionaire, but I'm not middle class. Why? Or I'm not upper class or rich. I don't think having 4, 5, 6, 7 million in the bank or in assets is rich. And I say that because if I sold it after I paid my taxes, which is probably, you know, could be between 25 and 45%, I made with 3.5 million. You can't even buy yourself a life out of that, I think. Maybe going to the likes of Bulgaria, maybe. But tax the rich, I agree. The super rich, the people who are above me, way above me. You know, I'm a nothing. I'm a nobody. I got lots of friends who are 20 times richer than me. 20 times. And I agree with that. I agree with you. Tax the rich. I know a serious cash buyer from Northern Ireland swallowing up assets of cash buyer. Is he doing it now, Dean? Because if he's doing it right now, he's a fool. Tax the wealth, not the work. I agree. Story Lab, you've got it, mate. You're on it. Hi, Grandad. All right, Aaron. Who are you and the Grandad? Are you calling me Grandad because I'm old? Or are you calling me Grandad because I think someone said this before and it's doing my bapping. I'm sort of thinking, is there someone there? Eil254, go to Dubai. Oh, why? Yes, absolutely. Go to Dubai. Dubai is a great place. Crime-free. There's business going on. But there's a lot of fakers in Dubai at the minute. There's a lot of fake people. There's a lot of people pretending to be millionaires when they're not. And they're trying to fake it by the make it and take off the super rich that are in Dubai, UAE. So, you know, Turkey is paying 50% interest tax-free. You lived in Turkey, didn't you, Robbie? Yeah. Stay in physical metals. Yeah, I agree, Cheds. If you've got money to buy silver, if you have money to buy gold, go buy silver. Honestly, put it away. Sod the stock exchange at the minute. I sold all my stock now. That's me done. I cashed in all my chips there last week. Selling all your property will be a big capital gains bill. Absolutely, Paul. Now, I believe, Paul, that if you go, I mean, I'll have to talk about this. If I sell everything right now and move away, keep one property and move away as non-domicile, I don't have to pay tax. I pay tax to the oncoming country. And if that's 0%, then I think I'm okay. I may be wrong, but I think that may be something I can sort. Dean, I had a huge market from the UK into Ireland, and I would say Brexit killed it. Yes, they did. And the thing is, Dean, the ball bags on the Hill in Stormont, they voted it in for another 4 years. They had no clue what they were voting for. They put no levels of, they got no one to give them advice. They just went and voted for it because they were told by the UK government, it's the thing to do. You have no choice. So the majority of people voted for it. So when you vote for the next time in your elections, you speak to the MLAs. And if you wonder why eBay are not sending stuff to Northern Ireland, blame your MLA, not eBay. eBay made the policy that the MLAs said, we're okay with that for the next 4 years. Derek, welcome to the channel. QE not far off from the US money printers will be let loose soon. Quantitative easing. I'm Irish, but all my investments are US based. Derek, is that good at the minute? Because I'm hearing the United States are getting a bit of a problem at the minute. They're going to be the first to fall, as they always were. Always the first to fall. China, I believe, fell. Started sounding like Trump, aren't I? China's good. I can't do that. You should be asking yourself how our currency is created. You're absolutely right. Gold and silver was the way it was created. Les, Westminster see Northern Ireland's offshoot with problems. And that's the problem we have with Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland is not governed, it's governed by a pack of gooses up in Stormont with a pack of idiots who don't care about Northern Ireland. We haven't got anyone of power. If you look at some of the people that stood in the Alliance Party, they haven't a clue about life, never mind business, never mind taxation, never mind commerce. There's people that work in the other parties as shadow ministers, and they're just terrible. Hi, how are you, Lee Smithies? How are you? Welcome to the channel. Derek, bunch of snowflakes, you're absolutely right. Brinkmaster, Lego investment is a great business opportunity. Lego? As in the plastic Lego? Really? Why? I'll look into that. 420 in Belfast, Al, I will give you a call. I've chatted to you before and we get a catch up soon. Absolutely, mate. Go ahead. Oh, that's right. I remember you now. Sorry, mate. So many people in my head to remember. I really apologize. Keep an eye on the 10-year bond market. Okay. Why so? Why on the bond market? There are major companies who just won't invest in Northern Ireland because of social political factors. Biotech companies, for example, who have chosen Dublin, Scotland or England. You're absolutely right. Northern Ireland lacks investment. Why? Because we got idiots running the country. We got idiots who are more interested in the colour of the flags. They don't care about business. They don't care about people like me. And they don't care about people like you. They care about people that are interested in the flags to keep them in power. I told someone yesterday, I met a person in the Alliance Party, and she says to me, oh, I'm so sorry you left the Alliance Party. And I thought, you are fake. You wanted me out. I tried to get selected into the Lisburn Council so I could start standing up for the economy in Northern Ireland. And they didn't want me because I was middle-aged, I was white, and I was male. And I was heterosexual. I was gone from the woke party that is Alliance. They have lost it. They are totally woke. If you're not female, ethnic minority, some other sexuality, which could be a million of them now, you are welcome in the Alliance Party. But me, of 34 years of experience, 20 of them in the political party that I represented in the Alliance Party, I was not welcome back in for selection. And they chose a 19-year-old boy. Okay, sexuality has nothing to do with it, but he was gay. And he hasn't a clue. Student. And he is now a councillor in Lisburn. Yay! He knows everything about the world. He can run the business. He can run the economy. And he can run the council. Good on him. That's all I say. So, if I was to do it, I would start a new political party, but I'm probably doing much better and I probably have more power on YouTube than I do here. So that's where we're going. So OnBuy won't let me list Lego. Seriously, don't think I'll be staying there much longer. OnBuy, we're quitting this week. So Lee Smithies, if you jump, I jump. I'm going to jump. They took another amount of money out of my account there and I was like, they're not worth it. 800 billion went to the rich. You're absolutely right, Dean. You're absolutely right. The money is pouring to the super wealthy. Not to me. My money was hard earned. I didn't get that through anything other than hard work. So if you guys want to talk about the super rich, They're the ones that got the money, not me. I didn't make any more money through COVID. I genuinely didn't. Thank you, Gary. Please, yes, if you can, give me a like, guys. This really helps my channel. Also, if you're on my channel, you come into my thing, please like and subscribe. And give me feedback about my videos. Currently, we've lost Rueem. He was great on our editing. He was a good man to work with. And we're going to miss him. But we're now doing it ourselves. We've decided to micro strategize our videos, and we're putting up one video, big video a day, and 3 shorts a day, plus 1 historic short. We're trying to get the image up and the subscribers up. So the people that are here, the founding subscribers, I won't forget you. You will be a part of my growth. I will welcome you. I will try to be involved in you. I will try and interview you if I can. See how your business is growing, whatever I've got founding people that I will remember, and this passage of growth. This is a business that I want to grow, and I want to make sure that I do go out of my way to start new personalities in Northern Ireland using my equipment, my studios, my experience of doing YouTube as we speak. So if you are a new channeler to me, please join me. Please share my channels. Sometimes my videos are shite, but you get these little golden gems of me taking the mick out of myself or being a complete prat. So please keep sharing, guys. So Les, the cost of sites, land, plots for planning, development, land, and is overvalued. You're totally right. I think I was looking at a property there just outside Hillsborough, 200 grand for an acre. 200 grand for an acre with no planning permission on. So it's terrible. First out the door, you're absolutely right, Robbie. XRP, now Frankie, I don't know about shares that much now. When I say I knew about shares, I know exactly what shares are about. I've invested so much in shares, but I sold everything. The only thing I've got left at the minute is stocks and shares in Grand Theft Auto and Donald Trump. That's all I've got left. I've sold in NVIDIA there, sold all my NVIDIA shares because I was losing money again, and I just said no. And I've sold all my crypto. All my crypto is now sold. So as far as I'm concerned, if you want to lose money, go ahead and keep crypto, keep shares. My advice is lower your cost of shares. Matthew says, buy gold. Yeah, absolutely. They are tax-free, and I agree with that. Buy gold. Buy gold if you can afford it. Buy silver if you can. Also, I would highly advise that if any of you are doing stuff right now, like investing into high-level sales, such as cars, such as handbags, high-end fashion, my advice is get the hell out. Get down the price barrier, mid-price to low price at the minute. Although we can't do anything. Leslie, I'm going to just go into one for you. I didn't delete that post. Why? I welcomed what you said. As anyone knows with me now, I love people being direct, not being bashful. Tell me where you see it. I welcome your collaboration. I think Paul, if you're the Paul I know, there's another Paul that I know. Now, I remembered, Paul, you said some things. I agree with your statements, but we can't have debate without everyone going, yes, Alan, you're right. I'm never right. I take advice from people who know what they're talking about. And I agree with a lot of things that people say on my channel. I take guidance from you all. So, Leslie, your thing that you said about stating that the price of my goods are expensive, that's because we were going down the road of, this is £1. We can't sell that for £1 because if I deliver that, that's going to be an SP1. That's going to cost me £1 plus £4 delivery, £5 in total. That's the way it's going to be. That's why everything is £6, £7, £8 because we have to pay for postage with free postage included. Now, the option that I have is this. I sell everything for £1 and the person pays for the postage and packing. Or I sell everything for £4 or £5 and the customer doesn't pay for postage and packing. Either way, the customer pays for postage and packing. And that could be my killer. I don't know where it was my Achilles heel or if it is my system. I don't know what way it is. So there it is. Bitcoin, digital gold. Derek, I'm not sure about crypto right now. I've highly advised that crypto, we back down. I sold all my crypto. I'm not agreeing with that one. Bitcoin play on global liquidity, not digital gold. You see, just gold is an asset you can physically buy when you're shit skinned, when you have no money left and you are down to your last dollar, your last pound, or your last yo-yo. You go and you pull out a coin and you can sell it for the going rate, and it will pay for the rent, the rates, your keep, whatever it is. Gold and silver is a recession busting metal. Every time in, time out. Look at history of gold and silver. Every time when a recession comes in, the price of gold and silver comes up. And guess what's happening to gold and silver? Just telling you, history repeats itself. We're all got a new class, a new generation of 30-year-olds, 30-somethings, buying their second home, moving into bigger properties, spending and taking that risk, and they're getting the better jobs. Suddenly, it's all going to fall down again like a house of cards. I was that guy in 2006. I'm now on the other side of it, and I know it's not a good time to be getting rich or trying to get rich. TS Trade, on buy is any good? No, it's bloody not. It's losing money, and its software is crap, and they're taking an absolute subscription. My advice, don't go with on buy. Stick with eBay, stick with Vinted, go to Etsy, go to Depop, make the 4, and if you want to be ballsy enough, go into Whatnot. Start selling on Whatnot. And if you want to get a bit of cash between you and me and the 100 people that are here, if you want to make a bit of cash, you're out of stock, go and sell it in a car boot sale. I never told you that. HMRC may tell you. Anyway, so, all right, bye-bye, Cameron. Matthew, it's going to be skyrocket. Franco, you are talking about XRP. I don't think it will, Franco. I mean, I'd like to think it would. I wish that people who are investing so much are going to get it, but I feel that everyone's going to go. Brickmaster, Northern Ireland has been treated as a joke for too long. So, I'm going to ask you this. You fed up with it, mate? Because I am. Are you going to stand up to these MLAs and start demanding your vote? There was a person I stood for, Saoirse Eastwood. She done shit for me, and I went and done so much work for that lady. I brought her into the party. It was me who had put her on to the executive committee of the AlanC party. She's now an MP. And I asked her to do me one favour, just to look in GPSR. She didn't even have the manners to call me back. I will never, ever vote for the AlanC party ever again. Because that single disrespect I was given for everything I've done for the party, I even expected a call saying, Alan, it's not going to happen. And every single one of us are affected who's working for Northern Ireland. We're being massively affected by the Northern Irish issue again. Again, we're being hit. Slap, 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 slap. Knife, knife, knife. It's just terrible. So, hi, what do you think about investing in toilet paper? Everyone be wiping. Anyway, 420. No, I haven't had a GPSR because my supplier wouldn't help. Right, so 420 in Belfast, this is what I did. I am the EU rep because I got fed up with people looking to take money for it. So Alan Castle of 5 Lesh Lane in Newry is the agent for my entire products, whether it be for Fabergé, for Levi's, for a pair of glasses, whatever. I am the agent. That's what I've done. Bulk edit. SS Arena needs to have more shops, space available for free venues. I agree. There's some places actually in every town that I'm talking about. We need to get up micro shops. Micro shops, not shops, but micro shops. Like market stools, but inside. Or market stalls, sorry. The market stalls, but inside. That bank that Leslie and I were talking about. What a great idea. Are we still going to talk? Am I coming down to you, Leslie? Do I have to drive down to you to have this conversation? Huh? I don't know. Yo! Don't leave us out. Ah, Kev, I'll still be doing business in Northern Ireland, and I will have property still, but I'm considering just selling the lot, taking the big cream that I've earned off the asset value and getting the hell out. Not all of it. We've 22 now, 22 properties. I would probably keep 1 or 2. I would probably sell that mill. If anyone wants to buy a mill, it's up for 250 grand cash. Okay. Expanding foam in the sills. Yeah. I'm bidding that Chanel bag behind me. Chanel? Oh, no. Oh! This? That's Celine. Is that you talking about? Where's the Chanel? Oh, maybe. That's Louis Vuitton Prada. Yeah. Anyone wants them, you're more than welcome. So, hell yeah, I'm with you. Hi, Ted. Welcome to the channel. Busy trying to find out where the Chanel was there. If I was Chanel back there, I'll tell you, I wouldn't have it up on the wall. I could for sure. Al, I would gladly meet you and have an idea kept me going, even just to chat on the phone. No, come and see me. Come and see me. The reason why is the chat's on the phone. I'm not getting the time to answer calls at the minute. And I want to talk to people. Now, Leslie, you know where I am. If you don't know where I am, I'm going to let you grab my number, and I need to get my ass into gear. Right, okay, guys, listen to this. Anyone wants to talk to me, my email is this, and I'll say it one more time. I think I said it to you last week, is alancastle.co.uk. Email me, and let's meet up. I want to start getting some people that I want to meet. Les, I want to meet you. Kev, I want to come up to you, mate. Robbie, I'd love to come and see you, sir. I will drive up to Coleraine and see you, buddy. And I'd love to do a collab with you and have a chat about history and what you've done. You know, Turkey, for crying out loud, mate. And there's people in this room that I'm loving their company, and I really want to hear their stories because it humbles me. It makes me either inspired to want to do what they do, or it tells me, you know, I want to be like them. There's a lot of people that live a life of peace, and I love that. I find admiration in people that are happy to live with what they're worth. I tend not to. I tend to push. And I would love to feel inspiration from you. So let's get back to the idea of the recession. So you've had a few old 1960s Land Rovers behind in the barn. You've just given me the idea. No, Les. How far am I behind, guys? Hold on. Well, we're not that far behind. So I'll speed up a little bit because we're already an hour in, for crying out loud. Hi, how you doing, Sandra? How are you? Matt, how are you? And Scott, how are you? Dean, yeah, no, I got you, Dean. I know you. Let's get back to Les. We can all benefit from the session. Where are we? Oh, I've rolled up a lot, haven't I? Amy, how are you, Dolly? How are you, my girl? Amy's my daughter. Yeah, no, Les, I want your Range Rovers, or your Land Rovers, sorry. Is anyone struggling to get decent staff? Yes, Josh. Yes. I gave up. The advertising protocol that I had for the content creator there, and for most part, some of the people that do our listing for eBay, in times before, it has been going for years, this problem with staff. And you do have to go through a major amount of frogs before you get to see or kiss the princess. The princess? No, it's the prince, isn't it? Yeah. Forget who I'm kissing nowadays. Anyway, so yeah, I agree. Staffing, I'm going to do a big video on staff. I don't want to damn my staff that I have because I'm so blessed to have them. I've lost a great member of staff recently, and I don't want to lose them. And I'm not going to demean or degrade them because they're great people. But it took me a lot of ass kissing to get people like that in. And I went through a lot of plonkers. So many plonkers is unbearable. Hi, Dave. Welcome. Seasons in my garden. That sounds really, really cool, the Dave. Seasons in my garden. I'm going to check your channel out. Have you got a channel? Angel Delight, how are you? How are you? Welcome to the channel. Good to see you over here, not with the other ones. Angel Delight, you're on Nick and Andrea, and I think you're on the other channels too, but welcome to my channel again. I'm glad to have you back. Les, we can all benefit from the recession. 2007, I bought a house, 2 acres at auction. Yeah, you see, the auction will damage and destroy the recession. Sorry. The recession will damage the people that are trying hard now. There'll be losers and there will be winners when it comes to recession. My advice right now is stop trying to win right now because you're going to be the loser. Be the one to stand by. Be patient. Don't worry about the price rises. Be patient, be respectful, and wait for it. it's going to change. So there's going to be an advantage taken when the recession is over. When the grass starts to grow again, that's when you start biting down on the brand new fresh blades of the grass. Buy assets then. That's what I'm thinking about doing, is selling up and buying assets when the recession is over. Robbie, Josh, it's a balance between the security of benefits and then risking giving up those up to work. Absolutely. If Vintage, if we're heading in that way, what's your opinion of starting a small business? Would it be a best to start up? No, you can do business right now, UC Vintage. We can do lots of business together. All of us, we can do business to our consumers and to other businesses. But don't get yourself into debt. Don't get that overdraft. Don't get that credit card. Don't spend the credit card bill. Don't put your money where you're not sure about it going, because it may look like a tasty, beautiful cake. You start biting into it, it rots really quickly. And that's the problem I had the last time. I got myself the last time a £500,000 overdraft with HSBC. And they revoked it. They took it off me without permission. And then I had to get another 300 grand just to keep my business afloat. Don't do it. Just don't do it. That was exactly the same time I was getting myself into debt right now. Because that's when you start going, oh, it's not working. Maybe I'm not doing a good job. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Oh, I need to get more finance. And now you're doing better. And then suddenly you've got more stock and you have more losses and you have more staff and you have more shit, more plate spinning. And then suddenly the recession goes, wee, pow. And suddenly you're in debt to the balls. You got a massive house to maintain. You got cars to do. Don't buy cars. Just don't get yourself involved in any debt at the minute. So do business. Do business, UC Village. Keep selling. Keep throwing it. Keep strong. Keep going. Just keep it going, mate. Dean, most millionaires I know working at 6 a.m. Majority, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to deny that I've succeeded out of life. Again, second time, bankrupt, up again. But it was the fact that I kept working, and I do work a lot. I was up at 2 o'clock this morning, worked till 5, went back to bed, got up at 8. And then I'm here till 11 o'clock tonight working on accounts. After I speak to you, I'm going straight over to the accounts to get the VAT done, because the VAT needs done. Tax the rich means tax Google. Multinationals are paying all. You're absolutely right, Les. The super rich need to be taxed. They are making so much money, and they're doing nothing for it now. Dean, yes, he is, Al. He was confused earlier. Right, okay, yeah. Buy silver no matter what you... Yeah, I agree. Buy silver, guys. Sandra, again, welcome. And again, Matt, welcome, mate. Scott, welcome. Please, guys. Yes, welcome. How are you, sir? How's it going with you? Big grot bags party. What's that about? Oh, grot bags. That was a thing we used to do when we was kids, weren't we? So is the Alliance Party the political win of Sinn Féin? Robbie, good question. I don't know. I don't know who they are now. We used to start off, I remember when I was a kid, and everyone used to judge me because I was English. You know, are you English Protestant or English Catholic? And I went, fuck off. And that's what I said. And I didn't like it. And I wanted to go for the economy of Northern Ireland. So I took a flight over to London and I went into the Liberal Democrats and I went and met with the likes of Charles Kennedy, everyone like there. And I made friends in the Liberal Democrats and they said, well, you can't join our party, Alan. You're from Northern Ireland. I went, what? Can I not even run for Liberal Democrats? No, the Alliance Party is kind of our sister party. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. So I went back to the Alliance Party, joined the Alliance Party, and then I started believing what was going on. And I understood that they were there for the equality of humans. No matter who you are, no matter what sexuality you are, no matter what color, what creed, what religion, what you care about, they were an alliance of mixed of people. And we stood up for rights of humans. Now, I don't know where they are. So if there was Sinn Féin, they're not for me. I was really wanting to do something. I was maybe going to start up a new political party here in Northern Ireland. But I feel that I've got more power here and I can adapt more power on YouTube by starting nipping at the buds of people in Stormont. I'm hearing they've heard me. I was told yesterday, oh, I heard you said that and I heard you. Well, if you're hearing that nonsense, then I believe that I'm doing something right on YouTube. So you'll hear me getting slightly political. I will change the channel. So there'll be Big Al, which stays me being a gobshite. You've got the issues with the political side of things. And I'm going to go Big Al and Co. And we're going to talk about people who are pissing humans off. And I'm going to start putting down right and wrong. Maybe I'm right and wrong for doing it, and it's going to be on a different channel. So there it is. Hi, Ernie. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Pianist Louise, my MP, the youngest in history. What you mean about getting in youth, expensive experience. So youth to me is not good to become a person of power. You could be guided, you can be manipulated, you can be controlled. I myself, if I went into the Alliance Party as a councillor or an MP or an MLA, you won't hear me saying, I don't care what, you won't hear me saying, yes, I'll do as you tell me. I'll toe the party line. And that's what they don't want. They want people who will toe the party line. And that's what it is. To me, politics is made up of weak asses. And people like me don't want to be involved because it's a fool's game now. It's not about politics anymore. It's about arseholes who can take the shite until they become big people and they become bigger arseholes. Now, don't get me wrong. I do believe that I'm an arsehole at times as well. So I'm not going to say that. And I swear, sorry for swearing to people who don't believe in swearing, but that's the way it is. Can I park my camper van on the land over? Yeah, you can. I got loads of places that you can park your camper van on. Which one are you talking about? If I was going to go to Bulgaria or Mauritius, yeah, I have a good chance doing that. But if you want to come to anywhere in the country, I've got land in places. If you want to park your camper in some of my land, you're more than welcome. You reach out, no problem. Scott asked me what the fuck of all shares in GTA trap. So Grand Theft Auto, I believe, is going to be the biggest game changer, literally, excuse the pun, ever. We're going to have digital currency where you play the game and you earn money. I'm probably going to do it and I'm going to play the game because I'm a Grand Theft Auto fan since I was a kid. I used to sell Grand Theft Auto in all my shops. And we used to play Grand Theft Auto when it was Grand Theft Auto 1. But I believe it's going to be game changers. Some people are going to dive in the world of Grand Theft Auto where they're running a business from a digital world. It's going to be the start of that realm. You talk about Ready, Steady, or Ready Player One. Do you remember that film by Steven Spielberg? That is the way Grand Theft Auto is going to be. And I believe if you buy shares in it now, I'm telling you, it's going to be tomorrow's biggest, along with AI. It's going to be massive. We're all going to go there and live and work there. Ryan, welcome to the channel. Subscribe. Thank you, sir. And starting watching you last month. Found out the wife pregnant for ideas, extra strings. Hey, looking forward to the docu-series. Talked about appreciate the Donald man. Ryan, reach out to me. Maybe we should do something together. I'm looking forward for someone to come and do a business with me. Do a little docu-series where I tell you how to do it and run away when things go wrong. But I'd love to do something and help people, mentor people for free, because I feel that when I say the word free, that I'm cheaping myself, but I'm not. You can make money with my advice. You don't Tommy Smith to pay him 10 grand and get the same advice I can give you. I know, and I've seen it. People ask me questions. I go, I know what the answer to that one is. And they're going, no, you don't. It's too quick. You're a mouthpiece. And that's the thing. After 34 years, you just know. You've had the answer so many times. Big Al, what I meant was to get your fast moving stock listed. Forget. Right. I agree. I agree with that. And that's where we're going. Because the dog poo bags are no longer selling. They were, but they're no longer selling. You're absolutely right. So we've now committed to doing stock over 10 quid, no less, and all the stuff sub £10 are being depleted off the listing. So you're absolutely right, Les. I knew what you meant at that time, but I wasn't deleting your comments because you're welcome to say what you want on my channel. Welcome to the live, Ryan. Thanks, Gary. I appreciate that. Gary is a regular. He's an administrator as Les. Now, I'm trying to get, it's very hard to press a button and get people to do administration. So I've got more people I want to put as admin. So there it is. Thanks, Les. Titanic 2 is getting built in Australia. Really? Wow. That's been going on the cards for a while. I wouldn't mind seeing when that's going to happen. Hi, Patrick. No, it's actually Byro Patrick. Hi. Good red Prada wallet I want to sell, but I'm not sure if it's real. Is there any advice you can send a video in a private small help? If you want, are you local? If you're local, I can do it for you. You can send it in to me. You can send it to my store. If you have a look, my bio down below, there's a store, and you can send it to us and we'll do a review on it. It's not hard to work out fakes. Take a look at my real versus fake stuff. There's a load of videos on it. It might help you with some Prada. You kind of know what a fake is like. Johnny, welcome to the channel. Hi from Atacall Keeper Lit Kid. Thanks, Johnny. Thanks, mate. Is there still an opportunity selling clothes and vintage, or is it oversaturated? No, sell, vintage. We're making money. So this month, or this week again, we made 600 quid. Last week we made 500, and it's keep continuing going. So please, is it hard to make good money at car boots? No. I done a car boot there for the crack. I made £102. Couple of hours work, a bit of crack, bit of banter. It was actually good fun. And 102 quid I made for shit that I couldn't sell before on eBay. So there it is. So there, I believe car boots is the way forward. Cash too. Gary said that, yes, very cheap per square feet. 2 car parks in there. Again, Les, I'm driving down if you don't sort it out. I'm going to go looking for you. I'll find out where you live, girl. And I'll be driving down to do visitation. There'll be a camera at the door and Big Al standing. Les, we want to talk business. Gary, Al, where's the best way to get your stock for Vinted? I'm brand new to this and it looks like Vinted is low priced. To make money, do you need... Gary, where are you? I can tell you exactly where you need to go, and I can tell you by doing it, and I can show you where you need to go. So tell me where you are, Gary. If you're from Northern Ireland, Belfast is the place. There's a place called Wilson's Auctions. They sell stock, and you can get it for about 2 to 3 quid an item, fashion item. Sometimes you get good stuff, sometimes you get bad. There it is. That's for you. All right. If you're from Northern Ireland only. If you're from the UK, reach out. I'll tell you more. Evening, everybody. Tom, how are you, sir? Welcome to the channel. Good to see you here. I love to see Nick and Andrea's crowd coming over to me. And of course, I think you're also with other people as well, as I know. Welcome, sir. Welcome to the channel. I am leaving soon, so appreciate that. Mahmoud, how are you? What is this? What is what? What is me? What is you? What are we? I don't know what this is. What is it? Yes, please. To get my other number. Right, okay, yes, send it to the hit phone and I'll pick it up. And I'll just make sure you tell me your Les, because sometimes there's a lot of people text and I'm going through it. Never caught a live from you, Al. No, but I've seen you in lots of the other lives, Tom, you know that. Johnny, have you ever been to Atacall right in the heart of the Mourns? Yes, I have been. And how are you getting internet access right now? Because I hear it's shite up there. We have a place not far from you, Johnny. We bought this beautiful flax mill right beside you, not far from you. We can probably see your house from where we are. And it's beautiful, stunning mill. We're going to be doing it up, hopefully, if I don't decide to sell the lot and go. But take a look at the video that I've got. It's about the mill. Tom, the English Picker, every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Yeah, Tom, more than welcome to come and join me and speak in, have your thoughts, have your says, and we'll get involved. Amy, you're always too far behind in your chats, chatterbox. I love to talk to all my suggestions and all the people. So I love reading it out. It's a good filler as well when I've got nothing to say. No shite to talk. Trust my daughter to make judgment on me all the time. What's that about? She's 18 and she knows the world. She knows more than me, you know. Everybody, this is her. She knows more than me. This girl here, she was born at the age of 40. And now she's 58. She knows more than me, she does. Do you have any jobs for eBay VA listing? Not at the minute, buddy. We're not taking any more staff on. Even though we need staff, I could use another 5 staff today. But because of government interruption, we've had a bit of government interruption this week. We're not taking any more staff. We're just seeing how it's going to play. So I'm going to sit where I am and try and maintain the level of staff that I have. If they leave, I'm going to just go ahead and decrease the business until it resolves itself. The lower I get my my costs and my running, the better, I'm afraid. DG, welcome to the channel. I hate to think where it's going to happen. The left of the high street, another recession is pending. I don't believe the high street's going to be affected that much by the recession this time. I genuinely don't believe it. A lot of them have changed to semi-hybrid stores. And I believe that there could be a new vitality brought out. And I think people will look for answers. And I'm going to be the man standing there telling everybody, hybrid stores are the way to go for the recession. It's the way forward. Sell multiple platforms, sell multiple people, and do it from retail stores. Estate agents will have to bring their prices down. That's a fact. They're greedy bastards, excuse my language. So, John, welcome to the channel. Everyone's coming to the channel after I should be going. We're 21 minutes over. So I do apologize for keeping someone. If anyone's getting bored, say, Al, you're getting bored, and I'll start making my way back. John Stokes, hi, Al. Do you think the rental market would take a hit in Northern Ireland with the new rules coming in? A lot of people in the mainland are selling up, squeezing the availability. The answer is no. We are not building enough houses in Northern Ireland. The ones I'm going to be selling, if I decide to leave the country, which I'm not sure. I shouldn't say it so positively. The ones I'm thinking about selling will most likely be sold for rentals. There's not enough landlords in Northern Ireland, and we see that there's not enough houses being built, and the planners are dragging their heels, and that it takes years to recover. So I don't believe that we're going to be affected the same way. Rules are going to be the same, and I think them rules are for the better. I have this thing about landlords and tenants, and we're doing a story actually about one of the evictions that I've been trying to do, and I managed to get the person to become off my eviction list because I don't believe in evictions. They were going to be officially the first eviction I've ever done in my entire time, so I'm glad I didn't do it. But I don't believe Northern Ireland is going to be affected as much as the mainland's been affected. What if we have, is it a V-shaped recovery through stimulus? See, stimulus is not going to work this time. Yeah, I don't think stimulus is going to work. It's going to happen, but I don't think it's going to work. I don't know. Yeah, liquid assets, yeah. Good words of wisdom. I've been tempted to buy 12 pallets of media for $2,000. I'm reconsidering now. I would advise you not to. Now, listen, Tom, if you've got $2,000, go do it. Use your money. Because if you got it in the bank right now, I'd rather have it in stock than have it in the bank, because your $2,000 is gonna be worth a lot more in stock. See, stock goes up in value with inflation. If you buy a DVD and you bought it for £1 and inflation goes up, next week you can sell it for £1.20 to cover your costs. So it's inflation busting. It's a bit like gold. That's why I keep a lot of stock. A lot of stock. So UC Vintage, you've answered that. Well done. Darren, well done. Welcome to the channel, Darren. When's this disrespect? When's it coming? It's came. It's here. It's now. It's happening as we speak. We are going through what yesterday was called, or last time we called it a credit crunch. They're referring to it as a collapse today. And it's happening. I can't get onto the housing market. Darren, I've got good news for you. If you hold on, my man, save your pennies, work hard now, when the recession's over, you'll be able to afford a house because the price of houses are coming down right now. So do it. Wait out, mate. You're coming. Recessions are great for people like yourself. Brilliant. eBay, all long-term media stock, been in business for 15 years. Tom, keep buying, mate. Keep working. Keep selling. Early signs of recession when business people stop traveling. Yes. Did you hear what every single airline pilot or airline company have reported slumps of sales by up to 50% in the first quarter? What's that telling you? Lee Smithies, you just put it on for me. They've just reported 50% sales slumps in the first quarter. That's something not good. You're eyeing up those red shoes behind that. Oh, Dolly, do you want them? What size are they? Oh, you can have them. I'll tell you the size. Ha! 5.5. Your feet are too big, love. Too big. So that's you. Time to go offline and go to organic. David, you're absolutely right. Welcome to the channel, but you're absolutely right. My advice is keep it small, keep it local, keep it tight. What do you do by buying the shares? So Grand Theft Auto is a company called Interactive Studios, or if you go and look, who are they're interactive studios, they're interactive, and they own the rights to Grand Theft Auto 6. and they're developing and it's going to be launched very soon. So my advice, if you're going to buy shares, Grand Theft Auto 6, keep it there. If they slump, don't worry, stress not, keep it, and you'll see it rise like Bitcoin. It's going to go mad, and it's going to go mad because we've got digital money going into Grand Theft Auto 6. Yeah, Lee Smithies, I might change the background in the minute. There's a new sign saying Big Al going about here somewhere in glossy colors, which is going to be nice. Flying Irish, welcome to the channel. Living your life in a stimulation is beyond stupid. You know what? I agree, sir. But it's going to happen, and I can see it happening right now. Grand Theft Auto, back years ago when I was a kid, they had this thing called Sony Star Wars, and I played it when I was bored. And I played it, and I had staff working for me for credits inside a game. And at that time, Sony just dropped it like a ball, and I lost trillions of credits, Star Wars credits. I was selling credits on eBay, Star Wars credits on eBay. I was making a fortune. I used to transfer credits to people who couldn't buy or earn credits in store. And I had staff, and I was paying them to go and get me resources so I could manufacture weaponry and Jedi sabers. And then Sony closed it down and I lost trillions. It's going to happen again. Do you mean shares in Rockstar? Rockstar is interactive, I think it's called. Rockstar Games, yeah. We'll certainly get a reach out. Absolutely, Ryan. Please do so. I'd love to reach out to you. Robbie Patterson. All right, Big Al, what advice would you have your 25-year-old self? What a great question. My 25-year-old self is stop being a pretentious prick. I am still slightly pretentious at times, and I wish it couldn't be, but stop treating people like they were. There's one of the regrets I have in life, and it really put me down a bit. It made me feel awful about myself. I was being too up my own ass. I felt like I was always better than people, and I've learned not to be that way. I believe that I've done well in my success in my life and my failures in my life. And I've seen the lowest part of my life, rock bottom of nothing, at the age of 42. And that taught me a lesson. And I went back and I went, wasn't I a bit of a prat back then? And it's that saying they say about going up a ladder. You'll always meet them on the way back down. And I did. I met the demons of my time of being a pretentious prick. So if I would say to myself, and don't worry, today can be done tomorrow. That's another one. So 25-year-old self, that's what I would say to myself. Take Two Interactive. Thank you very much, Matthew. The problem is when you ask me off the cuff, sometimes I don't remember. Take Two Interactive. That's the one. You need a new pair of shoes, Amy? Well, you earn enough money, my love. You're more than welcome to come up and see what we've got. But you earn enough money, so I'll be charging you $5 at least. Lee Smithies, finally getting out selling Unvented. Had to pass authenticity audit 3 times. Asked for pics and receipts. Oh, sorry to hear it, Lee. I've just been asked to authenticate myself, and I have to do that this week. Fidget Spinner, welcome to the channel. Big Al, aren't prices Unvented much less than on eBay? No, they're not. I've been selling stuff for 100 quid on Unvented. I've been selling stuff for 3 quid on Unvented. But guess what? The stuff that on 3 quid I sell on Unvented, it's 3 quid to me. And I'm making that for myself. I don't have to pay for postage. I don't have to pay for fees. All I have to pay is my tax or my staff costs. So overall, I'm happy to sell stuff for 3 quid on the basis that I may have to sell it and only make a pound margin on eBay and do a lot more for it and have returns and bullshit and nonsense and bureaucracy and GPSR and taxation and, MC11s and we don't give a shit about Northern Ireland and yodel prices inflations, whereas Vinted is very simple. So 3 quid with Vinted or £1.50 for all that hassle with eBay, I go with Vinted. So Patrick, welcome to the channel. Glad to be back with you again with you. You too, sir. I'm glad to see you back. Now, the good news is we're 30 minutes over this one. Anyone want to talk to me or ask me any more questions? I know it's getting really busy. It's a bumper night. I didn't expect everyone to be, but, Fidget Spinner, you made a good point on Vinted, but stay with Vinted. It's really, really good. Think about the cost of eBay. You may make more money, but you have to go through more shit. You see, Vinted, if I want some advice on business, would it be okay? Yes, in fact, See, I tell you what we'll do. You and I, we can do a little conversation online if you fancy it, and I could give you major amounts of advice. We could do everything we can to you and me. If you want, and you're not local to me, are you? If you are, and I'm sorry for not remembering, but if you are local to me, you can come up to the studio and we can talk here. If you fancy it, we can do it on video. So yeah, Gary, Belfast. So there it is. Go to Wilson's Auctions, go to the fashion auction, and then you can sell that. If you're Belfast, could probably go to the same place as he goes. There you go, Amy. Good girl. Brickmaster, Lego is becoming a better investment than shares and gold. Lego, I agree, actually. So it's real Lego you're talking about, plastic Lego. That's a great thing. Yeah, Brickmaster, maybe you should bring some to the studio, and let's talk about Lego as an investment. Fidget spinner Al, is a Tesla brand damaged beyond repair? No, I don't agree. He's too powerful. He's too powerful. I've seen people like him rise above the ashes. He's not going to be damaged beyond repair. He's going to rise. There's going to be changes in the way that the tariffs go in. There's going to be changes made, and you'll find that this will recover. So I don't think Tesla's ruined. He's doing all sorts of things like that new Tesla pod for housing, cheap housing. He's bought a place called with their module boxes that you can pack a house within it, and it's a beautiful house, modular home. And modular homes, people have done it before, but this guy Tesla's going and investing massive money. He's not done. He's not done yet. My Vinted is too slow. Lots of people looking, yeah, bargains, of course. So I'm selling flowers and veg from the door. Look at you little entrepreneur. How humbling is that, guys? Listen to this. Selling veg from the door. I love that. I love doing veg. I do bees as well. And we're going to do a video on my bees. What do you think? I'll do a video on my bees. It's been another great live. I agree. Gary, thanks a lot for giving me the hint there. I think we're going to go. I'm going to say goodbye. And I'm going to thank everyone for joining the channel. It's been a really bumper chat. And I appreciate your time again. Please, every Tuesday, 8 o'clock, come see me. Come talk to me. Got any questions? I'll think of something really wild to talk about next week. Maybe we'll talk about this new, how did I get 50 quid in one day or £500 in one day? Let's start that one. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, please like, look at my videos and tell me what you think of me. I appreciate everything you've got for me, and lights out. Good night, people.